Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Bria and I am super glad you're here. I am super excited to give you guys an update on my bodybuilding journey and how things have been going post-show. For those of you who don't know, I competed my first ever season as a bikini competitor back in August and did one more show in October, and it was really an awesome experience. And I am now in a full-on improvement season I'm going to grow to reach new goals in the next few years. And I wanted to give you guys an update on how my reverse has been going for those of you who have been following me. So I did do 2 shows, and my last show was October 4th. So today is crazy enough. It is November 15th, and I can't believe I'm saying this. It's 12 weeks, 3 months since my first ever show of the season. So since that first show, we have been reversing calories up. So I technically have been in a reverse diet for 3 months now, which is crazy. We're slowly gaining weight, which is the goal, right? Because being stage lean all year round is not optimal from a metabolic and hormonal standpoint, but I have been hitting my macros to a T. I have really been enjoying eating a lot more food and fueling my workouts. My lifts in the gym have been absolutely amazing. So I've been, strength training for almost 7 years, and I would say like the quality of my lifts have never been better. I'm able to not only have like my muscle connection, but I'm hitting new PRs in my logbook. I'm just feeling so incredibly great. Mentally too, like when I show up for work, I love how I feel in terms of like my brain power. And the one thing I think that taught me so much about prep is like knowing what real fatigue is, and now that I have that energy back and it's replenished, I continue to feel great. And at first it was really hard kind of to see on the scale that it going up a little bit, but now that I've been seeing progress in my lifts in the gym and my strength, like that feeling is just like it makes this process like so much more easy to reverse out of the show. So the one thing too is like I've been keeping my NEAT up, so I've been continuing to take my walks, which I really enjoy. We are starting to incorporate some free meals so I can just from a longevity standpoint, and my coach and I talked about this too. In the off season, you shouldn't feel like a robot 24/7, and I do struggle with that personally because I have a very A-type personality and I like structure, I like routine, I like checking off the boxes, but I do have to remind myself that I am not a robot and I am a human being, and there comes a time and a place in your fitness journey where like you need to know when to push and you need to also know when to pull. And I'm continuing to work on that, but I think like overall it's just been really awesome to see like how much my body is responding. I'm eating over 700 calories more than my prep low, and I feel fueled. I feel like my glycogen stores are replenished, and I'm just excited to like gain more tissue and continue to like grow in this sport. So so I appreciate you all following along on this journey. No plans right now for when I'll compete again. That's not even really in the back of my mind. What's really on my mind is me continuing to like grow and be the best version of myself at the gym. My corporate job has been very, very busy. I'm putting in some days like 12-hour days, honestly, because I also work with international colleagues, so I'm up in the early hours of the day and in the evening. But the gym is the one place that I'm like, that is my hour for me and me only, and it's just been honestly such a great addition to my life. And I won't sit here and say like it's been roses and daisies, like I'm still hungry. Like I'm eating a very good adequate amount of calories, still like wanting to eat more, but I owe it to myself to continue to like adhere to my macros. And tonight Lawrence and I will be going to get some steak, have a free meal, enjoy ourselves, not be so caught up in MyFitnessPal. And all right guys, so if you've been following my YouTube, You know that I love my morning walks, especially Saturday morning walks. And it's like really peaceful right now. And so I'm on a 30-minute walk. I usually listen to a podcast at this time, but right now I'm vlogging. So it's also a little bit chilly, so I'm bumming it out, but that's okay. I'm easily cold. One thing I would say in terms of my reverse and how I feel like I've been able to keep things pretty tight in terms of the physique is keeping up with my NEAT and walking and just like movement throughout the day. I find my walks to be super therapeutic, so it's like not something that I dread. And in the evenings, like I'll go on a walk with Lawrence, or just like even from a digestion standpoint, it's just really optimal. So I think that that has also been really beneficial too for me and like my reverse, and with the added caloric intake, and just even like, you know, I'm going to have a free meal tonight and I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm not gonna go overboard, you know, I'm gonna be mindful, but like I feel like mentally in a good space about it. Wow, this is like a really pretty view. I don't know if you can see that. Very pretty. Like, this is my morning walk. It's so pretty and peaceful. I love it. You guys, I just bought these flared leggings on Amazon and they are so freaking comfortable. I love them. I will paste the link. They're like super stretchy, and I don't know. I love them. I'm so happy that I got a good pair from Amazon. Wasn't too expensive either. They don't like hug the waistline too much, and they're perfect length. Yay! Alrighty guys, we just got to the gym, and in the next few clips I will be showing you just a few of my lower body workout. It is Friday and I'm so excited. It's Friday. I'm so happy to be ending this week on a good note with a killer glute workout. It's 3 p.m. and the sun is setting, which is really messing with my brain, but that's okay because we're gonna make it an awesome leg day. So hope you enjoy the next few clips. Alrighty guys, so at the beginning of my lower leg workout, I am doing some hip thrusts. As you can see here, I am doing the booty builder hip thrust, which to be honest is not my favorite. And the reason why is because, as you can see, my legs are not at 90-degree angle. I do like when my legs are at a 90-degree angle because it just feels better ergonomically. However, I do enjoy the tension that I feel from the belt on my hips. So I don't try to overload too much weight here. I do feel it a lot in terms of my muscle connection, and I am slowing it down on the eccentric. So as my glutes come down on the movement, I really want to make sure that I'm slowing it down and that at the top of the movement I am contracting. So this movement really is a great way to warm up those glutes, and I do enjoy it from that perspective. And next up we have the step ups. So this is a new machine that they just added at the gym, and I absolutely love this machine. As you can see, I am going really slow on the eccentric here, and this machine really, you don't have to put a lot of weight on in order to feel it really well in your glutes. As you can see, my knee is in alignment with my shin, and it's really important here to not overload the weight because you could easily, especially because it's a unilateral movement, overload the weight too much to the point where your quads and your hamstrings are doing all the work. And this movement really can target the glutes in such an optimal way if you do it correctly. Next up, we have the glute kickbacks, and this movement is really great for the upper outer glute. I like to sometimes flex my foot because I do feel that I have a better mind muscle connection, and when I hit those upper outer glutes, it really does feel great, especially when I remember to slow down the movement and keep my core stabilized. And last but not least, we have lying leg curls. So for this movement, I really want to make sure that I have full range of motion. And as you can see, as I'm going down the eccentric, I am slowing it down so I really feel it in my hamstrings. And then at the top of the movement, I am contracting. So I give myself a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi count, and then fully extend at the eccentric. That was such a good workout, you guys. I'm so proud because I knew that I wanted to end this week strong. It was a super long week with my job and just really long days. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this leg workout a good one because I owe it to myself to have a good workout, and I just love the gym. I feel so good. I'm so happy I had a good workout. The endorphins are really high right now. I'm excited to go home and eat and just get into bed, but what a great workout. My lifts have been amazing since post show. Just, I can't wait to keep up with this trend, truly. So one thing that I have been focusing on since being in my reverse is, now that I have more macros and more calories, I'm focusing more on my micronutrients. So I'm at some neighborhood market right now and picking out some veggies and nuts and things that are gonna help me from a micronutrient perspective. So that's been fun too, to kind of focus a little bit more on that now that I'm eating more calories. Look at this. I love spinach, and this is like 99 cents. So I'm going to wrap up my vlog here, but I hope you all enjoyed my little update here on my bodybuilding journey and my reverse. As we head into the holidays, I am gonna be also vlogging just how I'm navigating the holidays over Thanksgiving is coming up in the next few weeks, and then also, of course, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, and all the fun stuff. So I will take this time to really enjoy myself, be present with my family and friends, but also be mindful too, because we have goals to hit. So one thing that I did not mention that I wanted to mention on this vlog in particular is that, so data wise, I am sitting around 4 pounds above my stage weight. And that trend is going to continue to go up. We want to gain muscle tissue, and with that inevitably is going to be some body fat gain. However, we are going to maintain it. We're going to keep it tight in the improvement season. So if you're still here, thank you so much again for joining, tuning in, and remember to follow me on Instagram if you would like, and then also subscribe, to this channel. And I look forward to the next vlog. Hope you all have a great afternoon, evening, or wherever it is you're tuning in from.